everybody. My name is Sophie Tergeist. I'm an actress, and for those of you who remember, I made a video introducing the London Film Festival to you, and I introduced my reviews that I was going to share on my blog on Sophie's Balcony. The link is below. Please click on it. And the film festival is now over, and I wanted to give you my impression of the festival and also talk to you about my two favorite films during the festival. So first, I just really wanted to say that the festival format is something I've really enjoyed because you go into a film without knowing anything about it. You may have seen one picture and you may know the director or you may not, or you may have read the description or you may have not, but they don't really say much in the description. And so that means that you go in with no expectation. You don't know what you're going to see. You don't know if what you're going to see is going to be kind of funny or scary, or really boring or really exciting or very personal to you. And that is such a great feeling in this era of sort of over communication, oversharing, all these trailers, all these reviews, all these press junkets that are everywhere and that kind of introduce the product to you too much. And then you go in with sort of expectations. And so this is what I've really enjoyed at the festival, just going in, just being kind of open, and then afterwards just talking to people and saying, wow, gosh, I had no idea I was going to see that. And that happened for me for two films. There were many films that I've watched, but there were two that really stood out for me and that I wanted to talk to you about. So first, you have the winner, actually, of the festival, called Lovelace by Andrei Zvyagintsev, a Russian film, which was also at Cannes earlier this year. And for me, this was the best film I've seen this year, perhaps even in the past couple of years, even though I don't even know if I want to see it again. I know that I want to see this director's other work, but the film was quite disturbing, frustrating, but really strong. And I thought it was a masterpiece, and I'll explain why. So it's the story of a married couple that's on the verge of divorce, and they have a son who goes to school one day and doesn't come back. And it takes them actually over 24 hours to realize that he hasn't come home because these two people who are really central to the story are very self-involved. They both are having affairs anyway, and they are, they're really involved in their work and in their personal life and in their personal ego. And so actually the people that they portray are just horrible people, and I think they are also really mediocre people. It's kind of a portrait. This film is a portrait of mediocrity because it just shows these two people who are so selfish and mean to each other. But it also puts this sort of in the context of Russia today, the world of social media, the world of media and how the media is sort of influencing what we know. And it's also about just the future, because this child disappears because of kind of careless parents. And that's what's really scary, is you sort of ask yourself, could this happen to me? Am I like these people? And at the same time, you're just really, you're just angry at them, but you're angry at yourself as well. And the film, there's some films where you say, oh, the acting was great, or the cinematography was great, or the music was great. But here, everything is exquisitely, I'm really saying this, done. So that is all there, but it doesn't matter. It's the story that is the most important. And I think the films where the story is what stays with you and the feeling that that story gives you, when that stays with you, that's the sign of a great film. And so I think Lovelace is that great film. Very uncomfortable, shocking, and it just grips you, though. It's so human in what it tells you. but very scary as well, and gorgeously just shot. It just, yeah, I forgot where I was when it was over. I thought it was a great film. Second film that I want to talk about, very different atmosphere, is Wajib by Anna Marie Jassir, who is a Palestinian filmmaker. And this is a story that takes place in Bethlehem. I call it sort of a road movie because it takes place a lot in a car, and you've got a father and a son in a car going from door to door. They're sort of going to all their friends' houses to distribute invitations to the sister's wedding. And what happens in the car and also in the people's homes is really interesting and very personal, and it's really a story of a father and a son who have been a bit estranged. The son went abroad for a couple of years to pursue his career, and now he's coming home for the wedding, and so there's a lot of baggage there. The mother is also left the family decades ago. So it's sort of this family's kind of reconnecting at what should be a beautiful moment, but then there's certain painful details that come out. And behind all that, you've got the city of Bethlehem, which is shown as a very warm place, but also a difficult place. There's a tiny bit of content about the place of Palestinians in Israel, and especially in this city. But not too much. It's really mostly about the family, and I really adore family dramas. I think they can be really painful, and they're always personal. The directors and the writers are always putting something personal in their story, and I thought this was a heartwarming piece, a lovely piece that I hope people will see. It was certainly the first Palestinian film I've ever seen, and it was really, yeah, it was lovely and heartwarming. And I really recommend it. So that's it for my very short review of my two favorite films during London Film Festival 2017. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I hope to be back soon with more reviews. And if you like this video, please click like and share, etc. So thank you very much, and see you next time.